Welcome to the Purple Couch, where purple cushions bold conversations. Today, we are joined by Petunia Makgoro, the Executive Head of Partnerships at Life Solutions. So delighted to have you here, Petunia. Welcome.
Thank you, Zenzi.
For today, we're going to be talking about partnerships that powers possibilities. So we're very excited to have you on the couch with us.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for the invite.
Petunia, let's kick things off with the big picture. What does partnership truly mean at Hollard, and how does it shape the way we do business?
So, the partnership at Hollard is a foundational philosophy that actually guides how we operate. It's in our DNA, it's in how we do things. And basically, what it is ensuring that we find like-minded entities and jointly we look at how we can actually create value for the partners, the customers, the communities that we serve, and ultimately for Hollard.
What Hollard would call partnering to deliver the win-win-win, I suppose.
Correct, right? One of the things that we pride ourselves on is ensuring that we enable better lives. So through the work that we do and with our partners and with the purpose that drives everything that we do, we ensure that we create a win-win-win for Hollard, for the partner, and also for our customers.
Fantastic. That's a great way to get us started. So you've worked with partners across diverse sectors, and as you've spoken about, you've said, you want to add value. So you've worked with partners from tech to retail. What's one surprising insight or lesson that's changed the way that you think about partnerships?
So I think throughout the years in all my time at Hollard, there's been a couple of things that have been quite interesting. And one of them is that partnership is not always about agreeing on everything. Sometimes it's about actually, bringing different perspectives and opposing priorities to actually see how we can create better outcomes than either party would be able to on their own.
So that's quite an interesting approach, because it's almost like you're actually open to that level of integration, collaboration. You're not basically saying this is how it is or the highway, but you're actually looking to engage with the partners that you are partnering with.
Absolutely, right. We're quite flexible in how we drive the partnership structures that we have, and also in terms of how we actually come up with solutions that not only serve our customers, but also the partners that we partner with.
Partnerships can bring insurance to customers who don't go through brokers, particularly in the Hollard context. What gaps have you as Hollard and Life Solutions and the partnership space been able to fill by partnering across various sectors?
So basically, Zinzi, on our side, partnering with the various partners in the different sectors allows us to really have access to a customer base that was previously excluded from a financial services perspective. Through the likes of the partnerships that we have with Netcare, for instance, we're able to really bring benefits and products that allows them to access things that they would not ordinarily be able to access. We see also that through leveraging of capabilities that sits on both sides, we're able to really come up with solutions that ensures we're able to bring solutions, products at a fraction of the price to customers that previously would have been excluded from a financial services perspective. Through leveraging off of capabilities on both sides, being Hollard and also on the partner side, we're able to come up with solutions that are seamless, but also we're able to ensure that the products are accessible, simple, and relevant for the market that we serve.
Can you give us an example of some of the partners that you are engaging and collaborating with?
Definitely, Zinzi. We've recently entered into a partnership with Netcare. And basically what that partnership is, we enable people to have access to private medical care. Through the partnership with Netcare, this is actually aimed at people that currently do not have medical aid, which is actually a great benefit for our people and those that cannot afford formal health care.
And any other partners in various sectors? You've mentioned in medical. Are there others?
Definitely. We've got a strong partnership with, different partners in the motor space where we're able, on the back of financial services and access to finance for the motor vehicle, sell them products that actually ensure that they're able to keep the assets, and also ensuring that at a time when they need insurance the most, we're able to actually settle if there is an accident and they happen to actually lose that asset.
What insurance is basically about, but you're actually taking it to the market that needs it in a way that makes sense.
Precisely, right. And I think the one thing that actually helps us with these partnerships is that they're already used to actually engaging with the partner. So for them, it's actually quite simple to engage with insurance in an environment that they're obviously used to actually operating in and engaging, and they feel comfortable with.
How do you go about tailoring insurance solutions for such different partners?
So on our side, Zenzi, we make sure that we've got a deeper understanding of our partner, their customers, and also what their strategic goals are. It's important for us to understand that so we can understand what the needs of their customers are, but also to understand how we come up with solutions that ensure a seamless transaction for the customers that actually purchase these particular products.
And what have you learned about fitting insurance into another company's customer experience?
I think the one thing that's quite critical is coming in and not wanting to actually enforce what you think the partner should do. And it's about looking at the partner and saying, where is the partner in terms of their strategic imperatives and what is it that they want to do? We've got different modes of partnering that will either, with a partner, look at a full-on high-touch model where we've got a team that actually supports the partner in terms of building the full-on value chain. And secondly, we've got what we call a low-touch sort of model that is a model that we offer partners that have their own insurance business. They know what they're doing, but they literally want an insurer that has the license and that will be able to manage the compliance things of the business with the regulator. So different models, and again, it depends on what it is that the partner wants to do. We don't dictate, we listen to the partner, and from there we look at what are the customers that they're serving and how do we come up with solutions that make sense. And this obviously is a process that changes as the partners obviously have different strategies that they're looking at, and also as probably the customer segments changes over time.
It sounds like it's bespoke, it's curated to the partner, because like you said, you basically just engage with them and find out what is it that they want to have.
No two partnerships are the same. Each one is very specific and tailored for the needs of the partner, looking at, again, capabilities and what we leverage, because ultimately we have to make sure that the products make sense for that customer base, and also that there is, a link between what the customer is buying when they're engaging with that partner and the insurance that we put on the back of that.
Petunia, how has having a global partner like Tokio Marine helped in forging or managing partnerships?
So Tokio Marine is not only the biggest short-term insurer in Japan, but they've got presence in a lot of countries globally. So there's a few different ways in terms of which this actually helps amplify the partnership philosophy that we work on. And one of those things is in actually ensuring that we enhance the credibility that we bring to the table and how we actually ensure that we've got mutually beneficial relationships with the partners that we have. Over and above that, there is obviously, based on the work that they do across the globe, a much deeper understanding of insurance and different segments of the market that we can tap into. And over and above that, Zenzi, I think it actually also just helps us to, through collaboration, to ensure that we're able to bring innovative products that would have been tested in other similar markets to South Africa. And again, through the partnerships that we have at a much, much more affordable price points.
I think in slang, we would say it's a flex, having a global partner, basically.
Precisely. We're quite fortunate to have Tokio Marine as a shareholder in the Holland business.
Petunia, Executive Head of Partnerships at Life Solutions, thank you so much for joining us today on the Purple Couch.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
That brings us to an end of today's episode of the Purple Couch. See you next time.